out here in the middle. Must-win situation for both these teams to get those important 2 points on the board. Remember, the top 2 teams qualify for the finals, and that's what everybody's playing here at the moment. Rare misfield. And Shivraj Deendayal will not be happy with that effort.
Well, started again with the misfield in the gully position. So today they all had to be on their toes to minimize the runs coming through their legs and whatever it is. But today I think it is going to be a classic match. 2 runs on the very first delivery of Shivraj through a misfield.
So lucky runs to get off the mark, and they wouldn't mind that, the Ruwi Rangers. They'll be looking to get more of these. Slightly in the air for a brief amount of time. Shivraj Deendayal has been opening the bowling for nearly every match for the Ghubrah Giants.
And he's bowling well also. He always tried to get the wicket in the first over. And had a lot of wickets in his hand from last couple of matches he has been playing. This was nicely played between the gap. And the crossed over for the single. These 2 batters had to give their team a solid start. I mean, to get a sizable total, as Nadeem has mentioned, 120 around.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking, 120. It should be a good score, 120. For any team, especially in this 10-over format, because when you're batting second, that scoring rate will always be a major factor, will be ticking in your mind. Beaten the fielder inside the circle, as well as the one who was close into the bat. 4 runs, so good start here. Watchful start by Karan Sonavle.
Brilliant shot. So the half volley, juicy, nicely picked the gap between extra cover and cover, and plays a beautiful shot. No one can stop this thresher bullet from the bat of Karan Sonavle. On to the back foot. Karan has to score some runs today for his team. That's the end of over number 1. 6 for no wicket.
Timer. Bowlers coming, right arm over.
Tidy over by Shivraj Deendayal. 6 runs from that over. So good stuff. And now it's going to be the top bowler for the Ghubrah Giants, Yashas. Picked it up from the pads and a diving effort. However, it's going to be 4 runs, and Mujibur Ali too is going to be off the mark with that boundary. So decent start by the Ruwi Rangers. Not afraid to play the shots in the air.
That was slightly short, and he played it nicely. A diving effort, couldn't top the boundary. Square leg.
It's the power play, mandatory power play going on right now. Most of the fielders inside the circle. So now's the time when the batters should take charge, should try and play some risk-free cricket, try and clear the infield.
Yes, this is a very shortest format of the game. This time on to the back foot, cracks it, past cover, 4 runs, lovely shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Just waited for the ball to come onto the bat. And Yashas has not gotten off to a good start. Have a look at that. Tad bit full this time, but in the slot. Mujibur Ali was waiting deep inside the crease and made sure he connected that well. Towards the point region, he'll help himself to another boundary. So 2 boundaries from the first 2 deliveries, and Yashas will need to adjust.
Well, Mujibur always start with a bang, but couldn't get more runs in his name. Very good. Pick it up. What a brilliant throw. Picks it up on his own bowling. Shattered the stump at the bowler's end.
Yeah, Yashas cannot be kept far away from the wickets. It's either when he's bowling he targets the wickets, or even in his fielding efforts, he makes sure that he hits timber. So poor showing, and have a look at that. Played with soft hands, but then couldn't get away from the bowler, and Yashas just does a quick turnaround and make sure he hits the stumps in good time, right before Karan Sonavle makes to his crease. So first breakthrough for the Ghubrah Giants, as the Ruwi Rangers now are going to have their first wicket back in the hut. Karan Sonavle is the batter who departs for just 5. The Ruwi Rangers are 14 for the loss of 1 wicket. Not the right start for the Ruwi Rangers, as Vignesh Yadav makes his way to the crease. He's been such an accurate operator, especially in the power play. Yashas and even Shivaraj Deyalu. One of the reasons why the Ghubrah Giants did so well in round number 1. In round 2, you do see Shivaraj and Yashas operating in a similar manner. However, he's gone for 2 boundaries, but then that wicket has made some amends.
And a valuable wicket of Karan Sonavle. He throws himself out. Brilliant work by Yashas on his own bowling. Picking up, throwing, shattering the stumps on the bowler's end. A very big blow for Ruwi Rangers. I'm sure Mujibur has to be there if Rangers had to get a good score. Along with him, Vignesh, he too is a very good batter. And today I think time has come for him to show his class as well.
Yeah, he'll be facing Yashas first up, his first delivery. Let's have a look if he can get off the mark immediately. Following the batter towards the leg side. He does get off the mark. This over's already gone for plenty. 4 balls and already 9 runs scored of it. If Mujibur Ali can manage another boundary, all of a sudden, the Ruwi Rangers will be looking in good form and they'll be looking in a good position.
Well, yes, of course, but bowlers do have something in their mind to stop the run flow. So far, he's okay, but got the prize wicket of Sonavle. This was rash from the bat of Mujibur, using down the wicket, and it's a good over from Yashas. 2 overs gone, 16 for 1 Rangers.
Come on, boy. Quick, bacha. Come on, Dina. Come on, Dina. After magic, pe aap. Come on.
7 distance, sir.
Starting middle.
Select. Thank you, sir.
And if ready. Come on, Dina. Bowling left arm round.
Shivraj Deyalu will continue. So the Ghubrah Giants have a set format which they like to follow. It's their core team members who always try to make a difference. Darts it into the right-hander, just a single.
Quicker one coming into the bat. On the last moment, he dropped the bat and gets single. Very, very good match on hand. I mean, I'll tell you, both the teams locked on and they are going to smell a good victory in this match. Shivraj is always bowling well.
Yeah, the timing's off for Mujibur Ali. Once again, he's trying to get away with Shivraj Deen Dayalu, but the line and length, as well as the nature of the pitch, the nature of the playing surface, make sure that he certainly has a lot more to do, try and apply himself more onto this pitch. More often than not, you've seen batters who apply themselves well succeed. Trying to charge down the track, but then he thought at the end moment that it might be a wide.
Patience to be prevailed between Mujib and Vignesh. They had to give their team a good start. This time he played it out. Could have been a cotton ball chance. A lucky escape.
Yeah, that was hit hard towards Shivraj Deen Dayalu. Will get a single, but now the Ruwi Rangers, although 19 for the loss of 1, have not been able to collect runs convincingly, apart from the 2 boundaries earlier. This time comes to the pitch of the ball. There is protection out there in the deep, and once again this is going to be another freakish run out. And for some reason Mujibur Ali has been hesitant, but then it's Vignesh who shall fall prey to some excellent field work by the Ghubrah Giants. They've been a top fielding side this tournament.
Well, sir, drama is on the wicket right now. He hammered it towards the wider mid-on, and it was only a 1 run. Some hesitation, and what a worse way for Ruwi Rangers to start the match. 2 run-outs, and that is 2 valuable wickets.
Right then, so Vignesh will have to go for 3, as the Ruwi Rangers are now 19 for the loss of 2 wickets at 2.4. New batter, senior guy in the side, Khalid Kale, will now make his way out in the centre. Jamil Saab, what do you make of this running between the wickets, especially when it goes towards the point region or square of the field? Who do you think is the one at the danger end, and who do you think should be making the calls out here?
All depends upon the call between the 2 batters. I mean, I'll tell you, they have a lot of miscommunication among them. The first run he took, it was 1 run, but I think Vignesh didn't saw the ball came into the hands and he ran without seeing, without calling, without listening to the call of Mujibur. And what a disaster way for the Ruwi Rangers to start with. This time, open the face with the bat, 1 run. Rangers must need a good partnership at this moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they've just ended this over, and it's been a successful one for the Ghubrah Giants.
Come on, boy.
And as always, the Ghubrah Giants will continue with Yashas, who's been amongst the wickets, if not with the ball in hand, with his fielding efforts. He's a gun fielder, holds on to catches, effects run-outs. Would really like to have a look at that run-out again. Wanted to see both Karan Sonavle as well as Vignesh of how they go for the second run or try to take that run. Nearly edged it back to the keeper. There was some sort of an edge, if I'm not mistaken. And Khalid Kale too is looking jittery out there in the middle.
Well, this is the first time throughout this tournament we have seen the first wicket went run out. Look at that outfield now. Steep mid wicket, deep, long on, gully, extra cover, long off. Very rarely seen 2 wickets, both of them are run out. This time onto the back foot. Straight sweeper is there to get run, only 1 run.
Yeah, I think it's the occasion, especially because this particular match, and it's a must win, and Ruwi Rangers have both their matches this evening. So they're playing twice in one evening in a span of a couple of hours. And if they don't rise up to the occasion now, I think the tournament's done for them. They would have to settle for that third and fourth position, or maybe even less than that if they don't manage to win any more matches from here on.
This time he pulled it out brilliantly for the maximum over the wider mid-on boundary. So this is what is required for Ruwi Rangers.
Yeah, that was a cracking shot from Mujibur Ali. Have a look at that. Pitched in shot by Yashas. A very rare error from him. And Mujibur Ali makes no mistake. Picks it up and dispatches it outside the boundary ropes. So 6 runs here. And every now and then the Ruwi Rangers have been kept quiet, and then there has been a flurry of boundaries from the bat of Mujibur Ali. Brings me back to that point. It did look like as if Vignesh did not see the ball being collected by the fielder and the release point as well when he was doing the turnaround for the second run. And somewhere down the line you also think about the basics being followed, or the basics being forgotten rather, in the shorter format of cricket. Coming around the wicket, but makes no difference. Mujibur Ali is taking on Yashas at the moment. In the air for a brief amount of time. There was protection out there at long on.
Yes, he looks to be in better form than the others at the moment, Mujibur. He always start very nicely but couldn't manage to get a good total for himself in this tournament so far. Now he's looking very good at the moment, so he has to carry as long as he can. And this one is scoop over the fielders, wicket keepers, and we have to see it's a maximum.
Yeah, certainly the umpire Kapil Venkachalam is impressed with that, but what a shot that was from Khalid Kale. Exciting stuff here. And this is what D10 is all about. Have a look at that. Leaning towards outside the off stump. Makes sure he gets enough bat on the ball, but this went a long way behind the keeper. Maximum runs from Khalid Kale. Once again, a flurry of boundaries, a flurry of maximums, making sure the Ruwi Rangers stay abreast with the situation.
This time outside the off stump, and it's declared wide. That was a brilliant shot from Khalid Kale. All the time, beautiful timing, picked up nicely, going down to the offside, right from the middle of the bat. A beautiful scoop 6 for him.
Yeah, that was an exciting shot here. It can, as best as you can get in terms of aggressive hitting. 360 degrees. Watched on carefully. The ball came onto the bat. And with that we come to the end of the over as the Ruwi Rangers are 37 for the loss of 2 at the end of 4.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Go to the scorecard. Karan Sulawle needlessly run out for 5. Mujibur is still there, 19 of 11. Vignesh ran himself out, 3 of 4. And Khalid Kale, 9 of 5 deliveries, 37 for 2, 1 extra.
Yeah, it's probably the runouts that have created that early jitters for the Ruwi Rangers. Otherwise, 37 for 2 is not a bad effort by any means. Just 4 overs. And have a look at that extra column as well by the Ghubrah Giants. Just 1 extra, that wide from the previous one by Yashas. So the Ruwi Rangers have earned all their runs the hard way, courtesy some delightful stroke making. Seems to be some issues with the cricket ball, and out comes match official Zaman Qureshi in discussion with the other on-field umpire Mujahid Surve.
Well, I think this is the first time we have seen in this tournament that two batters ran out in the very first encounter. Both of them valuable players, but the way both of them got run out is really a very sorry figure. 37 for 2. Adil is going to bowl the 5th over.
Yeah, it's been the same plot by the Ghubrah Giants. First 4 overs by Deen Dayal as well as Yashas, and then Adil Qureshi continues. This time wayward, and what an excellent effort that one by Bharat.
Can you check? It was outside or
Made sure there were not many runs on offer. It was a wayward delivery, and not many keepers are good enough to have that.
Once again, a very uncharacteristic shot from Khalid Kale. It was way outside the off stump. Very lucky not to get a touch. He has to be there for Ruwi Rangers because they have a lot of hopes on him to carry the score to a respectable position for Ruwi Rangers.
Quick question. Right now what they're trying to look at is whether it can be given as a no ball, because the ball didn't pitch. It was a full toss, but then it was going really wide off the crease, and the keeper has collected that. But at what point in time do you regard that as a no ball? Once it passes the batter, or at any time, even after it passes the batter and the ball pitches outside the playing surface, can that be given a no ball?
I believe it should be a wide, is correctly said, because if the ball popped out of the crease, out of the wicket in the very first instant, and then it goes out to the wicket keeper, then it will be a no ball.
This time bowls the right line, but then Khalid Kale seems to be in form. He's already hit some creative shots early on in the innings, and now once again he'll help himself to another boundary. Just edged that past the keeper as well as the guy at third inside the circle.
I think they ought to go for the runs, and Khalid Kale looks right from the first ball he faced. He trying to get the runs going on for this team. This 2 was outside the off stump. He just put it back on it, edged it towards the third man boundary. 4 valuable runs for his team.
Catch.
This time over the cover fielder, uppish, but safe enough, and managed to get 2 runs.
So good going here by the Ruwi Rangers, and there have been these errors in the field, errors while bowling by the Ghubrah Giants that have really reinforced this innings by Khalid Kale and Mujibur Ali, taking nothing away from the delightful stroke play that both of these batters out there in the middle are offering. Slight change in the field, some modifications. This time in the air, and just from where the fielder was removed, Khalid Kale manages to get some sort of an edge and skies the ball.
Well, some reconstruction of the innings for Ruwi Rangers going on between Khalid and Mujibur, and they have to be on the wicket, get some more runs for the other batters to come to take the pressure off. This time very unorthodox shot. Fielder came from the wider mid down to deep mid wicket, and they managed to get 2 runs. Anyway, runs are coming now. I mean, at least at a good pace.
Yeah, certainly they wouldn't mind. 4.4 and 48 is always a good effort. Just 2 runs away from the 10-run and over mark at the end of 5. But then they'll certainly be looking to get much more than this. You did see the captain Nadeem mentioning they're looking at that 120 mark. And more often than not, a team that scores 120 is touted to win. Big shot down the ground, and it will clear the ropes, hits the side screens. An umpire
आदिल वो टायर्ड है
will certainly signal that as a maximum. So the stroke play continues.
That was beautifully hit right from the middle of the bat over the long off boundary for the maximum. This is what Khalid Kale is for, and today he looks to be the supreme touch.
Once again, inventive here from Khalid Kale.
वेट कर
Not sure if you can call that a scoop or any sort of name. We'll have to think one up. However, at the halfway stage, it's the Ruwi Rangers who are on 55 for the loss of 2 wickets, and there will be a change in the combo as well. It's going to be Pranav Mehta and Mudassir.
Quick change. Yeah, quick.
It doesn't matter where you are in the world. We're live with you on Sports Eye, YouTube and Facebook.
Quick. Thank you.
It's me, Pranav Mehta, and joining me is the moody Mudassir. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Had a pretty heavy lunch. It's a long time. A delicious lunch. And after a few hours, I'll let all our viewers know the name of the restaurant where I have been. Had dhokla, chapati, dal. It was a wonderful experience being in Oman. The weather has been very kind, and Khalid Khail on fire. 55 for the loss of 2. 5 overs done. Change of pace. 2 quick wickets going down. For that experience of Khalid Khail and Mujibur Ali doing a pretty good job for the team.
For sure. Ruwi Rangers, one of the lethal sides in this tournament.
ball is coming right arm round
Aren't they one of the favorites to lift the trophy? But it's going to be a challenging tournament because they are going to be facing the wrath from 4 other very good and quality teams. Look at that field. Very interesting. 3 players behind the circle insisting that there will be a lot of change in pace, and that's what is happening at the moment. Struck straight down. Sohail will be the fielder there. It was a full toss. Believe it or not, Mujibur will be cursing himself because at the moment he is jammed it down straight to the throat of Sohail.
How many times we have seen an ordinary delivery getting you a big wicket, that too of Mujiburi who was looking good, a low full toss, and he finds the fielder at the long off. So good partnership comes to an end. The golden arm, Prabhakaran Kannan getting better off. Mujibur Ali managing 19 of 12 deliveries. Ruwi Rangers 56. They have lost their 3rd wicket.
So it's the man who initially started as a captain, Naseem Khushi, walking in as a replacement to the wicket of Mujibur Ali. What a time to walk in. Khalid Khail is already looking destructive, and this man, he can wreak havoc.
Rightly said, initially started this tournament as a captain and also as an opener, coming at number 4 position, the tall right-hand batter. Onto the pads, straight away off the mark. It's a triple header night. First game starting at 6 p.m. local time. I think looking at the surface, the ball just stopping and coming onto the blade of the batters. It's not easy. You need to play those unorthodox shots to get those quick runs. And we have seen the previous over, Khalid Khail going for some innovative shots. Change of pace. Nicely done. That experience of Prabhakaran Kannan clearly we can see in his bowling.
Yes, he's using change of pace to his advantage at the moment. Let's not forget Prabhakaran is a tall lad, and he will certainly extract some extra bounce from the wicket. It's a hard wicket, although it's on the slower side. Khalid Khail almost chopping it onto the stumps. I'll tell you what, this ball was probably slower than that of a spinner. That's how slow the ball was. That's very good bowling from Prabhakaran.
A wonderful, wonderful piece of bowling, and luckily for Khalid Khail, extra bounce, just going over that off stump. So far a decent over, just couple of runs. Yet again, change of pace. The variations coming in, shorter format, and the experienced Prabhakaran Kannan. A wonderful over, a successful over from Prabhakaran Kannan, going for just 3 runs and a wicket to his name. At the end of over number 6, Ruwi Rangers, 58 for the loss of 3. In fact, 4. 3.
There is a lot of quality on offer this evening. 5 very, very good sides fighting it out in the center.
Right arm over.
Khalid Khail is looking to get going. He's been kept quiet for the last few overs, and he would like to cut loose very soon.
Well struck, bit fuller, width offered, and very strong towards the deep extra cover region. He has been kept quiet in the previous over. What a start to the batting power play.
Oh yes, he was looking for some pace, and that is the reason they picked on to the batting power play. And immediately you see power being generated.
They're going at almost 10 runs per over. I think keeping in mind, if you can post somewhere around 100, 110, I think it will be a very good total on board. Keeping in mind, they have a very good bowling attack, Ruwi Rangers. There's a change in the field. Extra cover goes back onto the rope. Wayward, wayward. And now yet again we'll be going upstairs, I believe, to just check whether it was pitching outside the pitch. This we have seen a couple of times in this game. Making room. In the process of keeping it away from Kale, he made sure to pitch it on this other surface. Still waiting for the confirmation whether it will be given as a no ball or a wide. And rightly called by Mujahid, taking the support of TV umpire, the match referee, having a close look, and it will be a free hit for Khalid Khail. Under pressure is Sohail. Hit hard. It was in the block hole. Dealing in boundaries and maximums. It's Khalid Khail show here in Oman Cricket Academy ground. In no time he moves to 38 of just 18 deliveries. An easy picking. Slight error. Wanted to bowl that Yorker, but no pace, and what a hit. A brilliant knock we are witnessing. Yet again goes toward the deep extra cover. There was a fielder. A good effort coming from Kalai Rasan, saving some runs for his team. A big over in process for Ruwi Rangers, thanks to Khalid Khail, the way he's going after the bowlers. 38 with those couple of runs. He moves to 40. 13 runs into the batting power play, looking for that impetus late in the innings, and good to see Khalid getting those runs. Onto the back foot, clear that extra cover fielder in the 30-yard circle. No stopping this time from Pacha. 13 with that 4. He makes his 17 runs in this over. He has been a very impactful player for Ruwi Rangers. The team was in trouble. They have lost a couple of quick wickets. Came in Khalid. Back of length. how quickly he adjusted and not afraid to go aerial. Ah, what a hit, what a hit. He's having a gala of a time here in Oman Cricket Academy. The killer Khalid Khail sending Sohail out of the park for the second time in this over, and in the process, a brilliant 50 comes up for Khalid Khail in just 21 deliveries. The rescue ranger for Ruwi Rangers. An emphatic inning we are witnessing here. A 360-degree player. Yet again, he's playing with the fielders here. There was no protection at the long off. What a big over. Crumbling under the pressure is Sohail. Managing couple of fours, 3 maximums. An expensive over. A very good batting power play. Full advantage taken by Khalid Khail. Now they are in a strong position, looking to go beyond that 110, 120. And this is the beauty of a shorter format. 1 or 2 good overs. Either ways, you are back in the game. Prabhakaran Kannan gave away just 3 runs in his first over, but that next over, the batting power play, going for plenty of runs. In comes Prabhakaran. And look at that, Naseem Khushi. Now, he is trying to be innovative, and that innovation from Naseem Khushi, fetching him his first boundary, and Ruwi Rangers, in no time, moves to 91.
What a scintillating batting by Khalid Khail. And today he showed why he has been so dangerous. Look at that. And Naseem Khushi is following up with the scoop over the keeper's head. So things looks to be better now for Ruwi Rangers, as one stage 2 run-outs brought them back into the game. And this time it was Naseem Khushi who took it to the maximum.
This is what happened, Jamil sir, when you force the bowler on the back foot by playing those innovative shots. The next ball was an easy pickup shot, leaning onto the front foot. Those strong forearms, a good pickup shot, a maximum. So 10 runs. The runs are flowing thick and fast for Ruwi Rangers. And this time he wanted to pull, just waiting for that confirmation. A loud appeal, not getting that confirmation. Mr. Mujahid and Mr. Kapil, the on-field umpires, have some other thoughts here.
Well, I think today, under the present conditions, Naseem Khushi is the most dangerous batter for Ruwi Rangers. Things are going in his favor. Good total on the board. No pressure on him right now. So he is a killer.
Good to see now. The runs are coming from both the ends. Bulk of the runs came from Khalid Khail. It clearly shows how impactful player he is. One of the key players for Ruwi Rangers at the right time. Rising to the occasion is Khalid Khail. They were under tremendous pressure after losing those 2 quick wickets in the shape of run out. There was some comedy of errors out there in the middle, but then came this man on screen, Khalid Khail. Change of pace, let it go. Now clearly they're feeling the heat, going for some runs, and now a wide has been given away by Kannan.
His confidence is sky high, Khalid Khail. The first delivery he faced, he put it to the scoop over the fine leg boundary for 6. It is very difficult for a batter to come and start playing such odd shots.
Using the feet, running hard the first run. It's a must-win game for these two sides because they have lost their opening encounter in the round 2. They are under pressure, though Ghubrah Giants winning the toss and opting to bowl first. And with a single 100 comes up for Ruwi Rangers. I think anything above 120, it will be a tough task for Ghubrah Giants. Keeping in mind Ruwi Rangers have a very quality, good bowling lineup. Making a mistake, you cannot bowl him onto his pads. Want to test him with that bumper. An easy picking for the tall Naseem Khushi. No chance for the backward deep square leg fielder. 4 runs.
Over.
rolling the wrist, in control. So runs are flowing here at Oman Cricket Academy. With that boundary, Ruwi Rangers at the end of over number 8, 104 for the loss of 3.
It is the Oman D10 powered by Fancode.
After 8 over
Yes,
one time.
it's a TPT 360 and ITW Prodigy production for the Oman Cricket.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
We have live actions here from the Oman Cricket Academy.
Making room, smart piece of batting here. He's playing with the field. He's forcing the captain to make those adjustments. He knows there is no protection in the deep towards that square leg, shuffling across the off stump and easy picking. He's a 360-degree player.
What wonderful batting from Khalid Kail, creating angles. I'll tell you what, 360 degrees is what a circle has. At the moment, he is playing a 720 degrees game. Quality on offer from Khalid Kail.
Give me the shape of 720 degrees. 360 is a circle.
I'm just trying to recalibrate. You never know. Maybe a hexagon. Maybe a pentagon.
No.
You never know. You never know. Maths is a difficult subject. And everything and anything is possible.
I don't think so. 720. Let me come out with the name for that shape. Wayward delivery, but Mujahid has some other thoughts. Legal delivery, trying to make a comeback. But what a comeback by Ruwi Rangers, Pranav. Out of nowhere, Khalid Khail batting brilliantly on 61, and Naseem Khushi no time moves to 16.
Oh, yes. What a player is Khalid Kail. And he's continuing to do this on a regular note for Ruwi Rangers. Just when things look against their tide, comes Khalid Kail and he takes control of the situation. Another 6, another maximum for Khalid Kail.
Even those half-hearted shots going for a maximum, it clearly shows the power generated by Khalid Khail, standing deep in the crease, and lucky escape for our cameraman. Just going toward the top stump, and Mujahid Surve thinks it's a legal delivery. They have got those 10 runs in 4 deliveries. Anything above 120, a good target on this track?
Oh, yes. Anything in excess of 115 is not going to be easy to be chased.
Cut hard, chased by the fielder. A valiant effort from Pacha. But dealing in boundaries is Khalid Khail, the rescue ranger for Ruwi Rangers.
What wonderful batting from Khalid Kail. He's creating angles. Can we call it the Kail circle? Because what he is doing is he is hitting in angles which are not even aware to Ghubrah Giants. That'll be the end of over number 9. And with 1 over to go, Khalid Kail is looking devastating, dangerous.
Bowler change. Bowler coming right arm over.
Come on. अच्छा tight करना है.
What a turnaround of events here at Oman Cricket Academy. Smart thinking by Naseem Khushi. Not being selfish, he knows the man in form, Khalid Khail, playing a wonderful knock for his team. Sensible piece of batting from Naseem Khushi. Very first delivery. Played with soft hands, rotating the strike. It's dangerous. Khalid Khail on strike. was shaping up to go big towards deep mid-wicket.
Backup illa puduthukono.
These are the high-intensity games, and this is what matters for the players. Nicely bowled. And coming back to that, Pranav, it's a high-intensity games. They know it's a must-win game. And it clearly shows the class of a player under pressure. You comes out and you bat like Khalid Khel, someone who's batting on 72 of 30 balls. It clearly shows his caliber.
Oh yes, it is Khalid Khel for you. He's around the national side for a reason. He was handed over the captaincy of Ruwi Rangers for a reason. And the reason is this. Comes the big match, comes the big man. He loves the responsibility on his shoulders and he loves to strike big. Kala Harrison versus Khalid Khel, and it's going to be 6 more.
Nalla ball.
What wonderful batting from Khalid Khel. He's just looking for the big one every ball that he's playing. And if he doesn't get that, he's happy to take a single. But in this particular innings, what he's done is he's connected those difficult ones.
Good presence of mind. No pace from the bowler. Shimmy down the track, Khalid Khel. Yet again, coming down the track, hit hard towards the deep extra cover. Some work by Yashash GL and running hard. And a close call. So Khalid Khel, an impactful inning, helping Ruwi Rangers to go beyond that 120. We'll be going upstairs to check for that run out.
I'll tell you, it's going to be a close one. Because throw wasn't of the utmost quality. It took a little bit of time for the ball to get back. Certainly we are going to have a replay, but it's going to be the end of innings for Ruwi Rangers. It's given us 2 runs. Believe it or not, wonderful running from Khalid Khel. He's going to be congratulated by all his teammates for that valiant effort. What a knock is that from Khalid Khel. 70 plus in a game where they needed a win.
Absolutely, and it has been a while that I have seen the smiles on the faces of Ruwi Rangers players. And thanks to Khalid Khel, a brilliant knock we have witnessed after they were asked to post a total. Ruwi Rangers just could not get that ideal start. Karan was the run out. Mujibur got some runs, 19 of 12. Then Vignesh, another batter, going back in the hut to the shape of run out. Then came this partnership. Khalid Khel leading from the front, 80 of just 33 balls. Naseem Khushi giving him the support from the other end, managing quick 18 of 8 deliveries. 4 extras have been conceded. At the end, Ruwi Rangers posted 129 for the loss of 3 in their allotted 10 overs.
When you're talking about the bowling card, there was nothing much on offer. Sivraj being the pick of the bowlers, not getting a wicket to his name, but 11 runs in his 2 overs with an economy of 5.5 is always brilliant. But everyone else leagued runs. Prabhakar and Kannan getting that prized lone wicket. Extras was decent. 4. Talking about the highlights, they were happy to play shots as soon as they walked in, and they were looking for the singles, but run out was the cause of many a departing, and that's what was the reason for a little bit of panic for Ruwi Rangers. Some good quality fielding, 2 back-to-back run-outs breaking their back, but then it was the likes of Mujibur and Khalid Khel who looked to take the attack for Ruwi Rangers, and they kept striking gold very consistently. And then came the slower delivery from Prabhakaran, which got Mujibur out. But Khalid Khel continued his merry, creating those angles which were not visible and not available to Ghubrah Giants. And that is when he kept getting boundaries. And just deep into the innings, when things were getting a little tight, he started striking maximums, and that's when he became even more lethal. He went all around the ground, going deep into the crease, stepping down the track. Everything that was an offer, he kept doing that. The company of his acting captain in the previous part, Naseem Khushi, was also accommodating. He got a few as well. But what matters is runs on board for Ruwi Rangers. Ghubrah Giants have to chase a mammoth 130 in a game that they would be liking to win. And an economy or a run rate of 13 runs per over. It's not going to be easy, but we'll look into the chase very soon after the break. It is Oman D10, and these are live actions from the Oman Cricket Academy. Obviously, this tournament is powered by Fancode. Ruwi Rangers batting first and putting on a mammoth 129 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And look at that innings from Khalid Kale. Most teams have struggled to get that to that number of 80 in 10 overs, and here it is Khalid Kale getting 80 in 33 deliveries. What a star performer is he for Ruwi Rangers. Some contributions from Naseem Khushi and Mujibur as well. 129. This is match number 5 of round 2. Talking about the bowling card, Sivraj opened the bowling for Ghubrah Giants. He was the standout bowler. 2 overs with that economy of less than 6. He was the standout bowler, certainly just 11 runs to his name. And that lone wicket of Prabhakaran was the only damage conducted. 2 run-outs, which were due to some fantastic fielding from Ghubrah Giants. But ever since, it was the excellence of Khalid Kale which was struck and which was striking, and it is still striking Ghubrah Giants. Because what happens right now is Ruwi Rangers have posted 129 and Ghubrah Giants are burdened by that mammoth total. Let's not forget this man, Prabhakaran, one of the standout performers of the tournament with the bat. He's been in the leaderboard for a very long time. He was leading the leaderboard as well. Such was his impact. But he has been figured out of lately. He's not got big contributions, but tonight is the night when Ghubrah Giants would need a very, very good knock from Prabhakaran. Can he make an impact? Time will answer. Alongside me is Amin Wagle. Amin, what do you think of this match in general? 130 to win.
Well, what's important here is that 13 runs per over asking rate for the Ghubrah Giants, and certainly the Ruwi Rangers have made a match of it. It's going to be all up to that man on the right of your screen. That's Prabhakaran, the captain of the Ghubrah Giants, and he can be certainly a cog in the wheel as far as the situation this match is concerned. Umpire Mujahid Surve just waiting for a few things to get into order. And straight away, the defense begins.
He likes to swing the ball early, and that's what he's going to be doing. Well played to make sure that Prabhakaran is brought onto the strike. What matters for Ghubrah Giants is they need to extract gold in these 2 overs of power play. And they need to have an impactful batting power play as well.
Yeah, once again, I'll come back to the same point here. It's this man on your screen, Prabhakaran. He's probably one of the best utilizers of the power play as far as this tournament is concerned. He loves clearing the infield and going for the big shots. Just like that. What a strike that is first up. First ball, and you can't get a better start than this. Prabhakaran Kannan goes for a maximum.
This is what he's done brilliantly throughout the tournament, striking through the line. The ball was in his arc, but I'll tell you what, to hold the shape, it is incredible. Look at that. He's a strong lad, tall lad, and his reach is impeccable. Second to none. And what a strike is that to begin with.
Absolutely. The sheer power with which Prabhakaran strikes and just the clarity in his mind about how to approach an innings, especially in this D10 format, is so clear. Once again, tries that shot towards the onside. And now they have a fielder placed outside at that location. And Prabhakaran Kannan will be more than happy to take a single.
This is more like an indication for the bowler. There is a mid-on that has come into the play, indicating the bowler that the mid-on is inside the circle. You need to keep it a little shorter so that the ball goes towards mid-wicket or deep square leg. Oh, that would have been a catching opportunity. Put down. Valuable runs. Adil is the opener this evening, and he needed some luck, and that's what he's got.
Yeah, the bowler is dejected, and Sheikh Adil Qureshi gets his first boundary. Have a look at that. And just for that purpose, fielder Aflal, who generally is quite a live wire out there in the middle as far as fielding is concerned, has let down an easy one. So everything was done right by Rasfas. However, the Ruwi Rangers are denied that early breakthrough.
Oh yes, luck favors the brave. And that's what exactly is happening with Ghubrah Giants at the moment. Adil will have back-to-back boundaries to his name.
Yeah, that's good awareness by Sheikh Adil Qureshi, and certainly the effect of Prabhakaran has rubbed off on him. It did seem as if he kind of deliberately was targeting that area, trying to use the pace of the ball and beating the keeper. There's nobody behind outside the circle, as it's a power play. And now this is turning out to be a fruitful over for the Ghubrah Giants. What a good start they've had. 16 for no loss.
Make it 17. And that is what exactly Ghubrah Giants require. The asking rate at the start of the innings was 13. Anything in excess of 13 in the power plays will be to their advantage. Ghubrah Giants 17 for no loss at the end of 1.
चाय बिस्कुट खाया ना इसके लिए
So it's 17 already on the board.
Thank you.
At the end of 2 overs, if Ghubrah Giants are in excess of 30, that'll be a brilliant start for their liking.
bowlers coming right arm over
Anything in excess of 30 will be a big plus, big bonus.
and let's go
And with the kind of start they've got, if they get somewhere close to 40, they will be in a brilliant position to chase. Singles will certainly assist, but one thing which is against their likings is the quality, the brilliance of Nadeem. Nadeem Bhalli, one of the experienced campaigners here in Oman. He's been here for a very long time. He understands these wickets, these conditions better than anybody.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And what's really going to help is that cool, calm and composed character of Mohammad Nadeem. Once again, we are in the power play. You have the fielder outside the circle, down the ground, towards long on for Prabhakaran. He hits it up in the air once again. It's really high up in the sky. The fielder has spilled an opportunity. Karan Sanavle.
Not too sure on who was that fielder, but he's put down a sitter. Yes, it was high up in the air, but when you're playing this kind of cricket, you have an opportunity to participate here. You have to have your A game. This was straight. And immediately, look what's happening. You changed.
Can be really dangerous, Prabhakaran Karan. You can see that he's got the attacking instinct. And now, whenever Nadeem will offer any sort of a width, he's going to go over that offside field. I think he just read my mind, and now all of a sudden the long on comes in and the long off has been stationed. And straight away another shot down the ground, a maximum from Prabhakaran. What a clean striker of the ball he is.
He's come in the mood. What the 130 chase has done to Prabhakaran is he's made his intent very clear. He knows he has to play a lot of shots in this innings for Ghubrah Giants to stand a chance for this chase, and that's exactly what he's doing, hitting through the line.
Yeah, hitting through the line and hitting it cleanly. And what the Ruwi Rangers certainly do not want right now is Prabhakaran to get on song and to build some sort of a momentum. Definitely played behind square. So a single now and 4 balls done. Nadeem has gone for 10 so far. That also includes a drop catch of the danger man Prabhakaran Kannan. Adil Qureshi's look dangerous as well. Another boundary here from the bat of Adil Qureshi, and then this is going to be good teamwork, an excellent opening partnership for the Ghubrah Giants, something they have missed all throughout the tournament. Majority of the runs have come from the bat of Prabhakaran Kannan. Good runs.
Oh yes, that struck well. It's travelling. It's a goner. What a shot is that by Adil. Manufacturing something. Probably he's learned a page or two from the book of Khalid Kail. Creating angles. This is exactly what the doctor ordered and he's delivered.
We'll have a look at that. It certainly takes some guts to do that, especially to a premier top-notch bowler such as Mohammad Nadeem. Goes down on one knee and make sure he gets enough bat and guides it towards the boundary behind square, and he'll get a maximum for that. Got the elevation as well, and Sheikh Adil Qureshi is also off to a flyer. So good partnership so far.
Can he finish well is the question. Yes, he can. What a shot is that from the bat of Adil Qureshi. They needed to finish the power play in style, and that's what exactly they have done. The umpires will take a moment to check on clarity of the boundary. I believe it's fallen just short. Oh yes, a yard, probably lesser than a yard short, few centimeters will be the difference between 2 runs. Yes, that it is. But what a start for Ghubrah Giants. 37 for no loss at the end of 2 overs.
Okay, bowler ready. Batter, new bowler, right arm over.
So, I mean, 37 for no loss. Who's been the more dangerous? You cannot be diplomatic. You have to choose a name. Is it Prabhakaran or Adil?
Right arm over.
Well, certainly Prabhakaran, but then Adil is going to probably come out as a joker of the pack. Big shot towards the leg side. Fielders there to control any sort of damage, but then this is what Prabhakaran brings to the table. Whether it's the power play, whether it's regulation field, he's not going to stop attacking. It'll be interesting to see how Adil Qureshi operates from here on. He's already got off to a more than decent start. 7 ball 21. His tough dreams are made of, or every batter probably dreams of having a great start like that at the beginning, top of the order.
What that power play has done is it has given a little bit of cushion to Ghubrah Giants. As many as 11 runs at the end of power play is where they were in plus. But that asking rate, the initial asking rate of 13 runs per over, I'll tell you what, if they stop playing shots, it can go out of control so quickly. Such is the short format. It's the D10 powered by Fancode. That's gone up. There's a fielder coming underneath it. You cannot be dropping that, Abhishek Batra. For the class of Abhishek Batra, this was probably the easiest chance that he would have ever got.
He does seem to be in some sort of a pain, but have a look at that. Once again, Prabhakaran and his attacking instincts.
Abhishek.
Trying to go for that maximum, and I believe he's got it on his finger. And he's jammed a couple of fingers together. while taking that catch.
Yes, it's cold and chilly. That's working against the fielders as well. That's good, that's good, that's very, very good from Adil. They need to keep playing shots, and that's exactly what Adil is doing. 7 runs of the first four deliveries already from Umair.
Yeah, have a look at that. Coming onto the front foot, plays it aerial, make sure he clears the fielder inside, plays it in between the gap as well. Mohammad Nadeem was there at extra cover. Once again, another big shot, this time towards the onside, and this ball is travelling, and it's travelling so far that it's probably reached turf number 2 at the Oman Cricket Academy. Adil Qureshi has been given the license to go big.
What a shot is that from Adil. They're well aware that they need a couple of boundaries per over, but this is some incredible striking from Adil. This was out of the range, back of length. Look at the power that he's generated with some brilliant timing as well. Adil is on fire here at the Oman Cricket Academy.
They finally got a few boxes ticked here, the Ghubrah Giants. Their opening partnership was always a concern with only Prabhakaran firing. This time once again in the air and will beat the fielder towards the leg side, and Adil Qureshi is turning the heat on, especially on Umair. At the end of the third over, the Ghubrah Giants are 54 for no loss.
What a knock. It is standing up from Adil. 36 of 11. Believe it or not, the man, the myth, the man whom we haven't seen much in this tournament, standing up when things matter. Yes, it was Ghubrah Giants which was struck by the lightning of Ruwi Rangers, Khalid Kail. And at the moment, the opening pair, Adil and Prabhakaran, are fighting a lone battle. A battle which might very well leave Ruwi Rangers out of the race if it goes on for a few more overs. 3 overs, 54. What wonderful striking.
Going to be Abhishek Batra now for the Ruwi Rangers. He'll certainly like to get done with this over as quickly as possible. He's certainly tried and get a couple of breakthroughs, and he's very much capable of that. Both right-handers out there in the crease.
The initial required rate was 13. Hence, at the end of 3 overs, they were required to get somewhere around 39. And look where they are. 15 runs plus. Gives them a cushion of almost an over.
Bowlers coming left arm round.
Yeah, and good tactics here by Prabhakaran as well. The moment he sees Adil Qureshi trying to get big runs, it probably eases things a bit for him as well. And he's very happy just rotating strike. That scoring rate in the first 3 overs has ensured that the Ghubrah Giants are very much on cruise control mode. Once again, watch carefully, come onto the bat. They're going to go for a quick second run, and that's good running between the wickets. The fielders of the Ruwi Rangers will certainly need to pull up their socks.
This is some wonderful batting from Ghubrah Giants. They're just not slogging. They're playing some quality cricket. And the man who dropped the captain of Ghubrah Giants, Prabhakaran, is in the attack. Can he provide something special is the question. Abhishek Batra.
Well bowled.
Happy and content to rotate the strike at the moment is Ghubrah Giants. Yes, this is the second round and it's match number 5. Day 2 of round 2. 5 from 4 balls. That struck, there's a fielder coming underneath it and he will take it cleanly. Vignesh is the fielder. They needed the back of Adil very, very quickly, and they have got it at the moment. So Ruwi Rangers strike gold. The man who was going after them, they have their back.
Yeah, have a look at that. Adil Qureshi was certainly trying to up the ante even further, but couldn't get a hold of that one as Abhishek Batra tried a delivery that was slower in the air. As Sheikh Adil Qureshi will walk back to the pavilion for 37. It's come off just 13 deliveries, 5 fours and a couple of sixes. The Ghubrah Giants are 59 for the loss of their first wicket.
Yes, a lot of discussions will be required in the Ruwi Rangers camp. They know they are playing the catch-up game at the moment, despite having 129 runs on the board, courtesy of that opening partnership between Prabhakaran and Adil. Walks in Bharadwaj, I beg your pardon. Bharadwaj is the new striker for Ghubrah Giants. He will have to keep going. Such is this format. They're required to chase 130 runs in 10 overs.
I certainly like Bharadwaj to go for a big shot right now, even if there is a wicket at the cost of his wicket, because it's the last ball of the over. Deftly played but sent back by the non-striker Prabhakaran. So end of the over, end of the 4th over, and the Ghubrah Giants are 59 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Abhishek.
Helmet. Don't walk on the pitch, Badash, please. Don't walk on the pitch. Yeah. I was not free. Pass. This side go. Yeah. What about play? Leg.
71 runs required of 36 deliveries. That's the equation for Ghubrah Giants.
Change in bowling, right arm over.
Believe it's going to be a Flal. Will come into the attack. That's up in the air. There's no fielder.
Throw.
There's no fielder around is what I was about to say, but what brilliant fielding from Ruwi Rangers to cut that off.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 of their best fielders have been stationed in that area. Both mid-off as well as long on. Both were converging to take that skied delivery. And have a look at that. He certainly did get some bit of hand on it. Thumps it away towards the onside for another single. For some reason, Prabhakaran does seem to not have been timing the ball as much as he would have liked to. Couple of loose shots from him.
Such a cruel game of cricket. The man is striking at 200 and yet we aren't happy.
Yeah, well, that's courtesy those 2 maximums that he hit in that over. Big shot here from Bharadwaj. And what a catch. It's never easy running behind. And Rasfas gets his first man. Gets his first victim, and it's Bharadwaj. It was always coming.
What a wicket is that? They needed wickets to slow the run rate down, and that's exactly what Ruwi Rangers has done. The experience of Nadeem is working here. The captain is making sure they're picking up wickets. Bharadwaj is going to be walking back without disturbing the scorers. Ghubrah Giants 62 for 2.
Better in.
So there is a change in the batting lineup. They realize they're chasing a mammoth total and they need some power striking. And that's the reason this man has been promoted. Sohail
Balls to come.
is known for striking a few big and lusty ones.
Well, he's wielding a BDM bat. I don't expect anything less from this lad out there. And just like that, he once again goes up in the air, and this time around, they lose another wicket here, the Ghubrah Giants. It's going to be Suhail Kanakraj? No, I think there's something wrong there. I guess Naseem Khushi did not collect the ball on time, and this has been a very ordinary effort in the field by Karan Sonavle. Have a look at that. This time, this is regarding the run out. As Naseem Khushi disturbed the bails even before collecting the ball. So disappointing stuff here from the Ruwi Rangers.
That's extremely poor stuff from Naseem Khushi. By his standards, one of the better wicket keepers in Oman. They need to keep going, and that's the pressure of the required rate, which has suddenly looked to rise. 2 good overs is what was required. They got one from the left arm spinner, and right now it is Rasfaz who is delivering the other one.
13 runs and over at the start of the innings. They're still in the hunt. However, it's still hanging in the balance after this. Once again, the Ghubrah Giants will have to ensure that they maximize the batting power play whenever that's going to be taken. Play towards the onside. This time Prabhakaran is looking for a 2, but he won't get it. Right then, so the Ghubrah Giants maintaining their run rate, and they're still in the hunt to reach that target. 65 for the loss of 2 wickets at the halfway stage. It's going to be a change in the com box. It's going to be Mudassir and Jamil Zaidi.
Thank you, Amin. And Pranav, a vigorous chase is on from Ghubrah Giants. Some brilliant batting by Prabhakaran. And of course, some good catches from the Ruwi Rangers. The match looks to be in equally.
Couple of tidy overs, but Abhishek Batra, the first ball, slight error onto the pads of Prabhakaran Kannan and nicely managed. No chance for the deep square leg fielder. Captain leading from the front, chasing the target of 130. They are looking good, though they have lost a couple of wickets.
Beautifully played was the square leg boundary, 4 runs. He's another captain cool, Ghubrah Giants Prabhakaran, after a very foundation laid down by Prabhakaran and Adil. The chase looks to be in good condition.
Onto the back foot, hit hard, running hard for the second one, but excellent work done by the fielder in the deep. And talking about the fielding standard, they have dropped 3 catches. Karan Sonavle, he's having a very ordinary tournament. Struggling with the bat, and as well as the catches going down from Karan Sonavle as well. Excellent, brilliant, an experienced left arm orthodox. Sohail Kanakaraj wanted to take on Abhishek Batra, shimmy down the track, and keeping that in mind, bowling it away from Sohail. Smart piece of bowling and a smart piece of glove work by Naseem Khushi.
Saw he's coming out, and brilliant work done by Naseem Khushi. And now really match is in balance at the moment. 3 wicket down, 71 for 3. Kanak Rajan 3.
वो निकल गया था
This is what happened, Jamil sir, when you're chasing it. And this is what happens when one wicket goes down.
balls to come
It brings you 2, 2 brings you 3, in comes Rahim. What a spell he is bowling. And he was also one of the fielders who has dropped a catch at short fine leg, now doing wonders with the ball. Hard on the back foot. Now just trying to control the things here.
one to go
The left arm orthodox doing an extremely good job, going for just 11 runs, and most importantly is those couple of wickets.
Brilliant bowling from Abhishek. This time bowled very well. A very, very fine over from him. Already got 2 wickets. Over number 6 gone, 73 for 3.
over
The fast bowlers going for plenty of from the likes of Nadeem, Rasfas and Umair Shakil, but it was Abhishek Batra's brilliant spell, couple of overs, 12 runs and 2 wickets, and Ahmad Aflal Kariyappa bowling just an over, and he also made sure not to leak those quick runs, going for just 7 runs and a wicket to his name. 6 overs, 73 for the loss of 3. Batting power play has been already been taken by Ghubrah Giants. Now it's all up to Prabhakaran Kannan and Rahim. Still 57 needed of 24 balls. And it looks like it will be Aflal. Connects well in the air. Chance for the fielder. He tried his best. But sailing over the jumping fielder, Prabhakaran Kannan fetches his maximum for his team, a much needed maximum.
Tit for tat batting from Kannan, seeing Khalid Khail doing the job for his team, and this time being the skipper, he's doing the same thing. Sails over the square leg fielder, valiant attempt, but it's too far from his reach. Brilliant 6 by Kannan.
Hit hard and well fielded off his own bowling. A good battle between bat and ball. He has been very impressive for Ahmad Aflal.
The match seems to be equally poised at the moment, Mudassir. I'm sure 1 wicket will definitely make the difference in this match, bringing Rangers back into the game.
Also, you can put it this way. Change of pace. What a comeback. Going for that maximum 2 dot deliveries and 1 big over, and Ghubrah Giants will be in a strong position. Still, they are in the hunt of 130. 21 balls, 51 needed in a shorter format. It's not a big total to chase on, keeping in mind they have got off to a very good start. Still almost going at 11 runs per over. Hit nicely over the bowler. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. What an effort. All of a sudden, you can see the change and the approach of the fielders. The full length dive from Mujibur Ali, saving couple of runs for his team.
Brilliant work, brilliant work. Definitely it was a boundary. Look at that, the effort from him. He ran a lot and saves 2 valuable runs for his team. Look at that effort. Brilliant, brilliant. That is the body language has to be shown by the Ruwi Rangers.
A good presence of mind, not trying to hold the ball, and what an effort. So just couple of runs. He's one of the best fielders for Ruwi Rangers, and Kannan, lone warrior for Ghubrah Giants. Into the block hole, running hard for the first run. At the right time, rising to the occasion are the fielders of Ruwi Rangers.
Well, after the first maximum, Ahmed came back strongly and kept the batters quiet with his brilliant bowling within the block.
What a hit. It was in the block hole. And he finds the man. And Vignesh is having a wonderful time out there in the field. This is the second catch he has taken at that position. Aflal finishes quota with one more wicket to his name. Couple of wickets for Aflal. A short stay at the crease for Rahim.
Well, played it over the long on, and what a easy catch to Vignesh, waiting, and another invaluable wicket for the Ruwi Rangers. 82 for 4, Mohammad Rahim 1.
So 7 overs done, 82 for the loss of 4. Just losing the plot to Ghubrah Giants after an electrifying start provided by Adil Qureshi and Prabhakaran Kannan. Adil is back in the hut. So is Rahim and Prabhakaran battling out there in the middle for his team on 41 of just 21 balls. The good news for him is it's Kalai Rasan will be joining Prabhakaran Kannan, known for hitting those big shots. He has that ability to take on any bowler on any given day.
Well, yes, he's playing absolutely gem of an innings as a skipper of his team. Prabhakaran is always there among the runs, bowling well, leading the team well, and he's the lone batter at the moment who can bring victory for his team with some excellent hitting has already been done. All the maximum or boundaries scored is all cricketing shot.
And he has been very selective on playing those big shots, just waiting for those bad deliveries. 48 needed of last 3 overs. The captain, Nadeem of Ruwi Rangers, opting for another spinner. For the first time in this innings, it will be Mujibur Ali.
Bowling change, bowler coming left.
A good idea, especially keeping in mind there are some patches from the combox end.
Nadeem bhai thoda fast करे, -3 minutes hai.
Okay, Kamal bhai.
The batter, Prabhakaran Kannan, looking good. Can he take his team to that 130 target? Can he target the new bowler, Mujibur Ali? Smart piece of bowling. Started off really well. Running hard. Is there a chance? A wayward throw coming in from the deep. So excellent running between the wickets.
That's what the need of the hour at the moment. They had to go for the runs. Each delivery has to get maximum runs as far as they are concerned. They are trying to make 1 into 2, and that is excellent for their team. Prabhakaran, lone battle for his team. 43 of just 22 runs. Cool and calm.
Batter, let's keep it moving. Thank you.
And what is interesting, he's not trying to go each and every delivery, just waiting for those bad deliveries. Ruwi Rangers were pushed on the back foot initial stages of the second innings, but those quick wickets going down. Wild swing. Smart piece of bowling, keeping it away. asking for that wide, but Kapil has some other thoughts.
White ball.
This should have been called wild, yes. And an extra run. So far, a decent over.
Well, it's good technique from the bowlers, keeping the ball away from the bat of Prabhakaran.
Loud appeal, loud appeal. Are we going upstairs? And straight away, no. Mujahid raising his finger. And Kalairasan's short step without troubling the scorers, wanted to go big. And lightning quick behind the stumps is Naseem Khushi.
Absolute brilliant wicket keeping. Lightning stumping from him. Why he's been in the national team as a wicket keeper. Look at that timings. Was just inches away and quickly removed the bails. Brilliant work done by Naseem Khushi.
So one more wicket going down, that too of a big man, Kalairasan, without troubling the scorers. Back in the hut, half of the side of Ghubrah Giants. The struggle continues for them after a good start provided by their openers, 86 on board. They have lost their 5th wicket.
Muzaffar as the new man in. And Ruwi Rangers back into the game after the couple of important wickets. But still, the danger man, Prabhakaran, is there, batting on 44.
Trying to go over that long on fielder, Muzaffar off the mark with that single. But this match has been all about the comebacks for Ruwi Rangers, especially. The first inning, they have lost a couple of quick wickets, then posted 130 now. The bowlers making comeback. They were pushed on the back foot, but now they're in dominating position. Back-to-back tight overs. Mujibur, what a start. In this innings, going for just 6 runs and a wicket to his name. 8 overs done. Ghubrah Giants 88 for the loss of 5. And thanks to our production team, Oman D10 powered by Fancode. It's a TPT 360 and ITW Prodigy production for Oman Cricket Board. And the pictures are coming live from this beautiful venue, Al Amarat Ground, Oman. Brilliant tournament. Shorter format always brings that excitement to the viewers as well.
Absolutely. Thanks to Fancode for providing such an opportunity for Omani players as well, and for the Omani board as well, for the fantastic production team. So many viewers, so many newcomers have been inducted into the national team because of D10 and D20 series.
The biggest example is Pratik Atavale. He batted well in D20 and straight away got a chance against Afghanistan Abdalian. He performed really well there. This is the reason I always say it's always good for the players and for everyone if you have this broadcast games, live games. Prabhakaran Karan on 45. It's Rasfas comes into the attack. In the air, and now they are not making any mistakes. One more wicket going down. All of a sudden the fielding looks good. They are sharp. It's a Vignesh, the catch number 3 for the young lad. The man who was getting those quick runs, he needs to depart.
Well, brilliantly taken, and all credit to the Ruwi Rangers bowlers who came back strongly. It's Prabhakaran Khanan, the lone stay of the Ghubrah Giants, 45 of 25 deliveries, 88 for 6.
Okay, quick please. सब रन ओपन है, सिंगल आना चाहिए हर बॉल।
88 for the loss of 6. Round 2 games happening here at Oman Cricket Academy, and it's a must-win game for these two sides as of now. In a commanding position is Ruwi Rangers. Those back-to-back wickets hurting Ghubrah Giants. It's new man Wakas on strike. Trying to keep it away from Wakas. Rightly called by Mujahid. Wide has been given. But what a comeback into this game. They had a very ordinary start in the first inning with the bat, losing a couple of quick wickets. Then they came back strongly. It again. Back-to-back wides.
He's trying to keep the ball away from the batter. But in that efforts, both wides have been declared outside the off stump. And right technique, I think Mudassir now keep the ball away from the batter. Does not get the ball within the groove where he can hit for the long sixes or boundaries.
In the air, just short of Karan Sonavle. In fact, it was Abhishek Batra. So off the mark with that single. And also keeping in mind it's a shorter boundary towards the leg side for the right-hander. It's always a good tactics.
Left arm over, 4 balls to
Keep it full onto the 4th or 5th stump. Let him go over the deep extra cover. You might create a chance.
It's hit high in the air and one more wicket. So deep trouble, Ghubrah Giants, 91 for 7. It is Muzaffar who got, and Rasfas got another wicket.
The initial stage of this innings, they were dropping every chance, every opportunity came towards them. Now, all of a sudden, we can see the change in the approach. A brilliant fielding. This time, it's Sanju Sajeev. Muzaffar Nasir, the hard hitter, managing just a single. They have lost the plot here. Ghubrah Giants, 91 for the loss of 7.
middle.
Hanif is in. A brilliant catch, Mudassir, a brilliant run out. It always makes the fielders charged on the ground.
Excellent. Keeping it simple. They dropped 3 catches early in the innings, but then they got rid of Adil Qureshi thanks to the fielder. At the middle of a good catch has been taken by him. Then all of a sudden, we can see the change in their body language. Brilliant, brilliant pickup shot here. Making room, going towards the top stump and goes over the fine leg fielder. Using that extra pace provided by Rasfas, Hanif off the mark in style.
Well, they have to go all out for the runs, and this time Hanif did the right thing, going offside the offer stump, picked up beautifully over the fine leg boundary for 4.
Excellent, excellent stuff coming from Pacha here. Still plenty of runs needed here. 35 of 7 deliveries. Still in the game. But on every delivery they need to get a maximum. Not an easy task, but nothing is impossible.
Once again, outside the offer stump, it's a wide, clear wide. Rasfas is bowling well, but in this over he has given away 3 wides, trying to keep the ball away from the batter. And the one which came in, it was hit for a boundary by Hanif.
Lucky runs here. Pulled the right channel, trying to keep it away from Hanif, chasing the delivery, thick outside edge, and ends the over with the boundary. And in the process, 100 comes up for Ghubrah Giants. At the end of over number 9, it's 100 for the loss of 7.
हनीफा बॉल जल्दी करो मीटर चालू है विकी थैंक यू सेम फील्डिंग अफलाल
We'll have to see who is going to bowl the last over, which requires 30 runs of 6 legal deliveries. It is Mujibur who bowled the first over and got a wicket also. So let's see how it's going to fare.
Hit hard and finds the fielder, but he drops this time. Sanju Sajeev, one of the safest hand in Ruwi Rangers team. A sitter has been put down by him.
Well, this is what we were talking about in the beginning. Couple of missed chances, but later on they came back quickly. This was the simplest one, but it was dropped.
Out of nowhere, what a comeback to this game. They believed in themselves. They batted brilliantly thanks to Khalid Khail. Abhishek Batra getting a couple of wickets. Good shot, targeting the deep mid-wicket. Maximum at last from the blade of Waqas. Being just slow in the air, trying to give that flight, and full advantage taken by Waqas.
Yes, but this seems to be too late for this team. Nicely picked that up and go for the maximum. It is.
Is there a chance? Sanju Sajeev running in. Oh, what a terrific catch. This lad is brilliant in the field. One more time. It's Sanju Sajeev show here in Oman Cricket Academy. He was almost at the boundary rope, running hard, covering almost 10 to 20 yards and putting that extra dive.
Brilliant work done by Sanju. Look at that effort. Come to inches off the ground. One of the best catches of the day so far by him. And now Ghubrah Giants 108 for 8. Waqas out for 8.
Thank you, batter in.
चलो संजय
Lifting the standard, the fielding is Vignesh and Sanju Sajeev for Ruwi Rangers. Nowhere near the ball. Yashash GL is the new man. It's all over for Ghubrah Giants, though they have started off brilliantly in the second innings, changing the target of 130. They just lost the plot in the middle overs. And an easy stumping. What a day this lad had with the ball. Mujibur Ali, the part-time left-arm orthodox, getting 3 wickets to his name. Shimmy down the track, misses the line completely. And Naseem Khushi, he has been brilliant behind the stumps. So at last, a good win for Ruwi Rangers. A good comeback into this tournament for the men in red and black, winning this game by 20 runs.
Well, it was a great effort by Ruwi Rangers after losing 2 quick wickets in the first couple of overs. Then it was Khalid Khail who studied their innings and played one of the best knocks so far for his team, 80 not out, and then scored with Naseem Khushi, who also did a good job in the batting. 130 the score, as Nadeem has said, they were predicting about 120. Go for the Ghubrah Giants batting. Adil batted very well, 37 of 13. The man in form, Prabhakaran, 45 of 25 deliveries, but no other batter could stay on with some brilliant batting by Abhishek and Mujibur. 109 for 9. Ghubrah Giants in 10 overs, 4 extras.
The fast bowlers going for plenty of runs in the initial stage of the second innings. the likes of Mohammad Nadeem, just an over to him, going for 20 runs. But the spinners doing an excellent job, especially Abhishek Batra, couple of overs, 12 runs and couple of wickets to his name. And Ahmad Aflal, the medium fast bowler, bowled brilliantly. He was economical, going for just 16 and couple of wickets. So was for Russ Fast, but the man in form with the bat as well, doing wonders with the ball. Mujibur Ali, 2 overs, going for just 15 and 3 wickets to his name. At the end, Ruwi Rangers winning this game by margin of 20 runs. And let's see the highlights of this second innings. They started off brilliantly thanks to Prabhakaran Kannan and Adil Qureshi. They took on every fast bowler. Some poor effort from the fielders, helping Ghubrah Giants to get those quick runs. And in no time, at the end of over number 3, they were 54 for no loss. Some clean hitting from Adil Qureshi as well as from Prabhakaran. This was one of the best shots played by Adil. He was not afraid to take on the fast bowlers. But then came in Abhishek Batra. And he was very instrumental for Ruwi Rangers. An excellent catch by the fielder. This was the second wicket for Batra. Then it was all about Ruwi Rangers fielders. They were busy in the outfield. Mujibur Ali getting better of Kalai Rasan. They just lost the plot in the middle overs. And what a comeback by Ruwi Rangers. Vignesh has been kept busy at the long on position. The batters tried their best, but it wasn't enough tonight. Sanju Sajiv, what a brilliant fielder. And this was a wonderful catch taken by Sanju Sajiv. One of the best catches we have seen so far in this tournament. This was the last wicket going down on the very last ball of the match. So at the end of the game, it's Ruwi Rangers who were asked to post a total, and they posted a mammoth total on board thanks to Khalid Sales, a brilliant unbeaten 80 of 33, and got some support from Naseem Khushi. At the end of the first innings, Naseem managing 18 of 8 balls. Prabhakaran, Kalairas and Sivaraj bowled really for Ghubrah Giants. When the chase started, they started off brilliantly. They were 54 for no loss in just 3 overs. Prabhakaran Kannan top scoring by 45 of just 25 balls. Adil was excellent at the start of the innings with the bat, 37 of just 13. But once they have lost Adil, they have lost the plot. They could just manage 109 for the loss of 9 in their 10 overs. And it was an exciting game, came to an end, and Ruwi Rangers getting those couple of 2 points in their kitty. And it's time to dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation. If a match has scored 238 runs in 20 overs, it has certainly stood up to the entertainment factor. That's what has been provided here at the Oman D10 powered by Fancode.
What a match was this between Ghubrah Giants and Ruwi Rangers. And one match who made all the difference in this match is Khalid Kale. 80 runs from his bat. Please collect your memento. He is the man of the match for this evening. 80 runs of 33 balls, 5 fours and 7 maximums to his name. Khalid, मुबारकबाद सबसे पहले. क्या सोच रहे थे बैटिंग करते हुए?
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र अदा करता हूँ और यही सोच के गया था कि जो मेरा नेचुरल गेम है उसको खेलूं, क्योंकि आपको पता है शॉर्ट फॉर्मेट से इसमें इतना टाइम नहीं होता और जितने आप डॉट बॉल कम खेलोगे तो उतना ही फ़ायदा होता है टीम को भी और आपको भी, आपके रन्स भी होते हैं. तो उस हिसाब से खेला हूँ, माशाल्लाह अच्छे टोटल हमने रख दिया.
खालिद, एक बात मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूँ और बहुत सारे व्यूअर्स भी जानना चाहते हैं कि आप पहले ही बॉल से एंगल्स क्रिएट करना शुरू करते हो, डीप जाते हो, आगे आते हो, आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप आ जाते हो, पीछे विकेट के खेलते हो, तो आपके दिमाग में मतलब ये सारे प्री डिटरमाइंड होते हैं या आप एक जगह पे पहुंच जाते हो वहां से शॉट बनाने की कोशिश करते हो?
मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि बॉल के लाइन पे आ जाऊँ, बॉडी पे बॉल लेकूँ तो वो अच्छा लगता है. तो ज़्यादातर यही कोशिश करता हूँ बॉडी पे बॉल लूँ और उसको हिट करूँ. तो यही शॉट्स हैं मेरे, रिस्की भी होते हैं लेकिन रन्स भी आते हैं उस पर.
माशाल्लाह, आप ज़बरदस्त क्रिकेट खेल रहे हो. कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस आपको, बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद.
थैंक यू.
So that's it from the post-match presentation. It is Ruwi Rangers who are back into contention with a win. What a win was that from Ruwi Rangers.
Live cricketing action continues. Oman D10 powered by Fancode. It's the second match of the day, match number 6 overall, and we are in the second round of this tournament. The Amrat Royals are up against the Kurum Thunders, and we are live from the Oman Cricket Academy at Al Amrat in the Sultanate of Oman. Right away, we'll head down to the sidelines where we have Pranav Mehta with the two captains, and they'll have a go at the toss.
It's toss time here at day 2. It's the second match of the day. It's obviously the second round of the tournament as well. And two teams which have looked so good in the tournament are going to be locking horns. It is going to be the Amrat Royals on my left. Alongside that is Kurum Thunders and the match official as well. The captain of Amrat Royals is the home team. Please flip the coin. Conjure is the call. Number it is. प्रतीक, सब कुछ आपके फेवर में चल रहा है अभी. क्या आपके माइंडसेट क्या चल रही है? टॉस क्या करोगे और माइंडसेट?
हम लोग पहले बैटिंग करेंगे. हम लोग का यही है माइंडसेट कि हम लोग अगर अच्छा टारगेट बोर्ड पे लगाते तो हम लोग रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकते हैं उनको.
कितना टारगेट अच्छा होगा?
110 इज़ अ गुड टोटल.
और टीम में कोई चेंजेस?
नहीं, वी आर गोइंग विद सेम लाइनअप.
गुड लक प्रतीक. Sandy, second phase of the tournament है. Second phase of the tournament, and all the teams are looking to suddenly bat first. What's the reason?
Maybe because of the used pitches, I feel they are batting first. But actually, we wanted to bowl first because we have a long batting lineup, so we always like to chase in the sort of format of the game.
So some runs for you coming in at a crucial time. Do you think that will add confidence to your side as well?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when I am in good form, it will create some difference, I feel.
Any changes to your side, and what's the number on your mind?
No changes. We are going with the same 11. Anything around 100 would be very ideal for chasing.
Great. Good luck for the game. So yes, it is Amrat Royals that have won the toss, and they're going to be knocking the ball first.
Yep, so that's the story. From the toss, the Amrat Royals, as usual, will be in a familiar position at the moment. They'll be batting first, and Vinayak Shukla, Pratik Atavale are going to